I think it's time to start now. All the blades are tight, hopefully adjusted sort of close. We saw that, it was a slow process, took me forever. We gotta sharpen the blades before we put the shear bar in. So I'm gonna try to start it. There's batteries in it. They seem to have charge, at least according to the voltmeter. There's oil in it. So let's listen to the buzzer. Most annoying thing about this is the buzzer.
Sure it ain't me?
Oh yeah, Nick is holding the camera. Here goes nothing, hot dog.
You're rubbing right there on the side. One of them blades are a little too close.
Well, they're the same blades that were in there, so we can't blame them.
Yes. Can't blame them. Just a little bit too close to the sidewall. On the
There's
chopper.
no side-to-side adjustment, so I am unsure what in the world we can do about that.
Take a grinder and grind it back a little.
Yeah, there's no, all the adjustment on the blades is front to back. There's no side to side, that's set. So either we bent the drum really bad, or I don't know what. Making sure we've got 10 blades in here right now. You know, how do you do 10 blades when there's supposed to be 12? Well, you just leave 2 of them out and put them across from each other. Da-dum-dum. Yeah, it's pretty shiny right there. Because we clear there. I don't know why it doesn't like us. And maybe... yeah, I can't tell. There's a spot. See, what these are on the side is you can put a screen, a recutter screen in there, and that's what that metal along the edges over there to hold the recutter screen. We don't have one of those. Yeah. Well, it's that time to sharpen. Now, you know how to turn the insides on?
Yeah, it's the 8820 John Deere style push the lever forward handle.
Yeah, well, you gotta have the cord there to keep it off.
Yes.
Be ready to turn it off.
Okay.
So, yeah. we have the blades sharpened, sort of. I didn't go crazy. We see we got shine here. There's a section of the blade where the grinding stone didn't really touch. And we have shine again. That's common on a lot of the blades. Not all of them have the same sharpening pattern. Some of them sharpened more in the center versus the edges. This one we hit close to the edge here and very much at the other edge. And that's just, you know, how straight the blades are, I guess, or not straight. So we've touched most of them. I don't want to go crazy taking off lots of material. They should be sharp since this side hasn't been used, but the stone is close to touching. So with a couple more sharpenings in use, we should be all the way across. But I don't want to sit here for another, oh, how long did we spend sharpening yesterday? At least an hour?
I'd say so.
Okay, well, I don't want to spend, you know, another half hour or more when I think we're to a good functional point. We don't want to wear off too much blade just for sharpening. So we have the shear bar over here. Now, we finally turned this thing last year before the catastrophe, and this was the unused side that now has some nicks in it from our destruction moment. And this shiny side that's now nice and squared off required many passes with a welder adding material. So the problem is we're putting weld on that ends up rounded, but we need a square corner out of it. So it required probably 50% more material than we actually needed. And this corner was well worn down beforehand. Not to mention, now the good thing is we got a fisheye lens, but my point is this edge is straight and the bar is a little curvy now. Maybe we didn't quite know the best way to go about adding material and causing it to bend, but it's functional now. We chose to try to remanufacture this as best as possible because new shear bars are $500. So we'll try to break this one first and then we'll look at getting a new one, which will take a couple days to get here because, you know, Fix It Again Tony, he doesn't like to let the dealer stock any parts. So, I'm gonna put this in. Nick's gonna take the tire off.
By hand. The Milwaukee Impact finally took a dump.
Yeah, we've used the Impact a bunch, but there's only 2 bolts or 2 nuts holding it on. It's just there in case the jack gives out for the moment.
So it ain't that horrible.
Yeah, you don't have to do all 8, they're not even tight. And we gotta get the shear bar down there in the darkness. Let's grab the light. Yes. Somewhere down there. The shear bar goes in right there. But we gotta get the tire out of the way just a tiny bit to get it in that hole. Here it comes. Unfortunately, you can't see the tire because of the way the machine's built. That shear bar into hole. You gotta pull the front side of the tire out. There we go, just enough.
Just enough.
Oh! Yeah, we're pretty close. It's in. Let's come out here and see. How loose do we have to take the tire? We're not even off the threads. And you see how much edge there is. The tire sits back a good inch on the hub there.
Didn't even take the bolts all the way off.
Yeah. So we don't have to pull the tire much, but it's just enough that it's in the way. Of course, it helps that these are not the factory rims and tires. The factory rims have more offset to push the tire farther in. But we already had these rice tires on these rims that fit these hubs, so we went with it. And now we can claw through the mud. We made it here to the doorway, and by the air sound, here, this will help it go quicker. Little valve stem. It's not the valve stem tool, but it'll function.
Yeah, it's one for doing air conditioning.
Oh, well, now we climb up here. Yeah, well, see, we brought it in through that door. Now, at that end of the barn, the concrete's settling at that doorway. It's obviously not settling here. So I gotta bring the chopper down, and hopefully we have enough. Because the whole point is not to have to move the whole world just to get the chopper out.
Looks like it's off the rim on this side.
Width-wise, we're good. Height-wise is a challenge. Of course, we have the height kit, little spout extension down low there to make this higher. If we didn't have that, it'd be no problem. We're ready to put the head on. We fueled, we greased, oiled, and we set the shear bar, which required opening this cover and looking down in. And then the adjustment is right in there. I think it's pretty close. It changed a little bit as we tightened all the bolts down. It actually got wider, and I had it set to where it just barely missed. It's supposed to be 15 thousandths. We may be a little wider, but we'll try it out and adjust if we need to. We drug the head out, you saw that. I'm hoping those tires don't get in the way. We may have to angle it a little bit, because it'll be tight. Maybe we'll have to move this one dual real fast. Test everybody's driving skills. And I may have to be out front here to rock this guy. Yeah, we need to be way over hugging the duals. Hopefully this is a level spot. Apparently we took a chain and pulled it out of the corner. Now this is a different look for this machine. Hopefully Dad can see. He may not be able to. He's pretty close. I gotta rock it, I think. Right? I gotta rock it back.
I think so.
The whole chopper. Okay. What? No, we'll get that last. That's flexible and easy. We got it. The hard part's getting it mounted to the machine. The drive shaft is trivial. Is he touching?
Almost bounced that far from the tire.
Ah, you got room. Just don't go back too far.
You don't want to go back too far to run the tire.
it comes off the ground, slowly. Forever's right. I've never seen this thing on here. Now there's a movie where they got one of these in a police chase, and I've never seen it before. Oh, we gotta get our drive shaft.
Yeah, that's why I took the drive shaft off first.
Okay, Nick, let's get a view of this thing full on through the barn door. That's different.
What'd you say?
Oh, that's a different view out front, right? Whew. And then this side. Well, let's see if we can get to the wheat. Gotta put that drive shaft, get a wagon. Almost the magical moment. Wagon is being hooked up. And we are aimed towards the field. Gotta snap the extendable tongue. Time to roll. Let's go to the field.